Minute by minute is a great workout. It's our benchmarking workout. It's the first one you're going to do and the last one you're going to do. It is a great combination of metabolic activity and muscle building. Pretty easy variation, pull-ups, push-ups, and squats, but working on big muscle groups and doing it at a high rate of intensity. This workout is going to kick your butt. Hey guys, and welcome to another great Ripped 90 workout. Today is going to be awesome. You are going to love this workout. If you've done it before, you know how awesome it is. So let's jump right in. Let's go ahead and get those heart rates up. Start running in place. Nice and easy. Just getting that blood flow going. Today's a real treat. The nice thing is you know how long it takes. It's only 20 minutes. But it is a tough 20 minutes, guys. Today in the studio I got Mr. Jeremy, seen him before, very capable, great athlete, awesome guy. What's up, Jeremy? How you doing, buddy? We've also got Mr. Mike, ruggedly handsome and equally as capable. Glad to have you guys in here today. We're going to rock it out. All right, pick it up. Just keep it here, just getting that blood flowing, getting that core temperature raised up just a little bit. So glad you decided to push play today. Get off that couch. We're going to burn it up. You're going to be glad you did. This thing goes by fast, but it feels like it takes forever. I don't know if that makes sense, but you'll see what I mean. All right, last 15 or 20 seconds here. Pick it up. Let's raise those knees a little bit. Keep it going. All right, you're going to take it down to the mat, do 3 push-ups, and then into a down dog. So get in your plank position. Let's take it down, up, down, up one more, and hold it up. And then take that rear end up. Let's take it in a downward dog. Let's stretch out those feet one at a time, driving those heels down to the mat, stretching out those hamstrings and those calves. Want to get the whole body nice and warm for this one. We're hitting every muscle group on this workout. All right, both heels down to the mat. Stretch it out. Back nice and flat. Drive that rear end up. Good work. All right, back on your feet. Nice, easy squats. All right, let's take it down. Keeping that back nice and flat. Driving those hips down past parallel and back up, locking those hips out fully. Just warming up those quads, those glutes. We're going to do a lot of squats in this workout, so we're not going to do too many in our warm up. Let's do 5 more. All right, last one. All right, kind of shake it out a little bit. Let's get back on that run. Nice and easy. This is our benchmark workout. One of the first workouts you do, one of the last workouts you do. At any point in time throughout this program, when you do this workout, this should help you measure your fitness level. How many reps you do, how easy it is for you to do them, how much rest you get in between each minute. It is an interval workout, every minute on the minute. We will start the routine all over again. All right, let's pick it up a little bit, guys. Knees a little higher. Heart rate should be coming up. Make sure you got your friend, Mr. Water and Mr. Towel. Hopefully they're going to join you today. You will need them. All right, guys, 15 more seconds. Knees nice and high. Good work, guys. All right, gonna take it back down to the mat. Sets of 3 push-ups and in a down dog. Let's take it down. Back up. 2 and 3. Go back to that stretch. One leg at a time. Driving those heels down to the mat. Want to get nice and limber for this one. All right, now let's take both heels down to the mat. Back flat, push that rear end up. You should feel that stretch in your lats and your shoulders as well. You kind of drive that chest down to the floor. All right, guys, back on your feet. Let's get 10 squats. Have that heart rate up pretty good. Let's go, 3 more. Good job. Okay, we're gonna get started real quickly, every minute, on the minute. 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, and 15 squats. You wanna go fast. You wanna keep that heart rate up. This is a metabolic conditioning workout that's gonna hit all the muscle groups. So let's get started. You got about 15 seconds. Guys, we ready? Ready? Okay. Get up to your pull-up bar. Let's get ready. We're going off in 5, 3, 2, 1. If you'll notice, I'm going to be using a slight kip just to make it a little bit easier so we can get through it. You want to transition quickly. Go down to these push-ups. Get your 10. And then right into the squats. All right, good job. If you're doing pretty good, you should pace yourself, get about 20 seconds of rest. It's gonna go by really quick and we're gonna have less rest as we go. So, second set coming up. Guys, we ready? All right, in 3, 2. Good job, guys. All right. Quick transition. And right into your squats. Keep that form, guys. Form is more important than speed. Nice work. Right on the money. All right, this is where I get to take a little break. Gonna make some form notes. Again, guys, form is so important on this. You wanna get speed, you wanna keep that metabolism working, but you wanna make sure that you're going to the beach after this workout and not the chiropractor. So guys, in 2, 1. All right, if you look at Jeremy, keeping his core nice and tight, a little bit of a kip, but not much, doing pretty strict. Good job, buddy. Make sure you got your feet planted and then into the push-ups. Notice how he's coming up into that flat plank. Got his hands in nice and tight. Elbows in towards his body. Touching his chest. Good job. Notice on the squats, look how deep he's going. Taking that rear end almost all the way to the mat. Keeping his back nice and vertical and that core is tight. Looking good, brother. Doing great. Should really feel that in your quads and your glutes. Again, this is gonna hit all the muscle groups. Nice work. All right, got about 10 more seconds. I'm gonna jump back in, get another one, then we'll take it over to Mike. All right, we ready? 5 seconds. 3, 2, let's go. Good job. Quick transition, that always helps. You get to rest after these. Keep it going, guys. Nice work. Okay, now if you're on the road or you want a little bit way to modify this workout, you can do what Mike's doing. He's doing with the band. You can do this anywhere. Got about 10 seconds. Mike, you ready, buddy? Okay. We're 4 in. Got 16 more to go. In 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Keeping his back nice and steady. Pulling that down. You see those lats working and those biceps? Nice job. Down into his push-up. He's also keeping that nice, rigid flank. Keeping that core nice and tight. Elbows in. Man, you can tell these guys have done some push-ups before. Good work. Again in the squats. Taking those arms out front. Kind of maintain some balance. That way he can keep that core tight and keep that back nice and vertical. And going nice and deep. Working those quads. Good job. You got a little ninja scissor thing going there. I like it. That's awesome. Good work. Okay, 5 down, 15 to go. You guys are rocking it out. Let's keep it going. One thing you can do in the early times that you do this workout, you can modify your rep count. It's really important. We'll get to that in a second. In the meantime, we got to get back to work. In 3, 2, let's go. Good job. Make sure you're locking those elbows out. Another way you can scale your push-up is on your knees. You can always drop down to your knees if you want to keep your rep count nice and high. Okay, that's 6 sets down. You guys are doing great. Let's keep it going. Got about 15 more seconds. Remember, you can always modify the rep count. If you've got a workout or a lift that's harder, take it down a couple of reps. If you watch Jeremy, he's going to use a cross-hand grip on this one. So let's go. He's got one hand underhanded, one hand overhanded. Giving one side of his back a little bit more rest. Exercising that bicep a little more. All right, Jeremy. Now he's demonstrating his scaled push-up on his knees, but he's still got that core nice and tight. Keeping his butt nice and high, driving that chest down, keeping those arms in tight, working those triceps. Good work, Jeremy. All right, guys, let's bang out these squats. Nice work. Now, if you notice, your rest is getting less and less. Just keep that pace going. Work. This is a metabolic conditioning workout. As long as you're keeping that heart rate up, you can take a little break. In 3, 2, 1, back up. Good job. Little scaled version here on your knees if you want to. Unfortunately, not a lot of ways you can scale the squat. You can reduce the rep count if you like. Once you've done this workout 6 or 8 times, you should be a little bit conditioned to it. You want to get to where you can rock out the whole thing. Good work. If you notice, our rest getting down to about 15 seconds. So, with 5 seconds left to go, how we doing? All right, guys, let's go. Back up. Make sure you're locking those hips out on those squats. Good job. Okay, coming into the 10th round, almost to the halfway point. So Some of your rests may be a little longer and shorter. If they're getting shorter, it's because you're getting tired. You're taking longer to get through those transitions and get through those reps. Just keep it going. Hang in there. All right, we got about 5 more seconds. Coming up to the halfway point. Are we ready, guys? In 2, 1. Quick transitions will help you get a little bit longer rest. Almost halfway. Keep it going. Longest 10 minutes of your life. Come on, hang in there. Nice work. Halfway done. Okay. Got about 20 seconds of rest here. Shake it out a little bit. Let's get a drink of water. Towel off if you need to. Whoa. Jeremy, he's going to take a little bit of break on this one. Once he gets to the halfway point, he might start scaling out a little bit. This is an active recovery for him. So, in 2, 1, he's going to do his band pull downs. You can do these anywhere, but check out his form, nice and tight. That core is so tight, really working that back and those biceps. Good job, buddy. Goes right back into his push-ups, so keeping that form nice and tight. Chest down to the mat. I can put my hand under his hips, although I won't, and it wouldn't touch. That's how good his form is. And into the squats. His rear end is about 6 inches off the ground. That's how deep he's going. Really smoking those quads, those hamstrings, and those glutes. Jeremy, you're doing great, buddy. Good work. And if you didn't notice, I kind of took a little bit of a rest there. If you get to where you can't complete the set in a minute, take a minute off. Give yourself a little bit of recovery. You don't have to do an active recovery, but the thing is you want to get to the end of the workout. If you can't make it through, there's no shame in taking a minute off. All right, that being said, let's get back on that bar. How we doing, guys? After 11 or 12 rounds of this, I know your quads gotta be screaming. Keep it going, guys. Nice work. Good job. 20 seconds. Shake it out. Keep hydrated. Get some more water. Should finish this whole bottle by the time you get done with this workout. All right, guys, we ready? All right, in 3, 2. If you notice, I'm using a little bit of a kip. Try to help get my chin above the bar. If you're doing them strict, you can always drop the rep count down to 2 or 3. Good work, guys. Keep it going. Go at your own pace. But the faster the better. The more rest you'll have. Come on. Nice job. Great pace. If you're keeping up with me, we're going to about 20-second rests in between sets. That's ideal. Of course, I've taken a couple of sets off, and I know you haven't. So let's keep it there. 10 seconds. Whew. In 3, 2, take it back up. Good work, guys. I hope you guys at home are feeling this. Keep it going. You're doing great. Nice work. Good job. Woo. Got 6 more left. Almost done. How we doing, Mike? How you feeling, buddy? Come on, man. Good job. All right. 10 seconds. Let's go. All right, Mike, I'm gonna keep an eye on you, buddy. All right, drop that knee down. In 3, 2, let's go. Nice work. Look at that. You can really see those back muscles and those shoulders working with Mike. He's so lean. He got so little body fat. You can really see where he's getting that work done. Look at those triceps. Good job, buddy. Man, welcome to the gun show with this guy, huh? Good job. All right, let's do some squats. You're hard to keep up with, man. Nice job. Come on. Last 5, come on. You're ahead of me. Nice work, buddy. Good job. Woo, 15 seconds. What is that, 5 left? Right on, guys. Good job. Okay, 5 seconds. Jeremy, you ready, buddy? Hope you're ready at home. In 2, 1, let's go. Good job, guys. Keep it going. We're almost home. We're in the home stretch. You're doing great. Remember, take little breaks as you need to, but get back on the horse as fast as you can. Oh, nice job. Okay, 20 seconds. Doing good. All right, Jeremy, you still on the band, or are you going hardcore again? Okay. Jeremy's done with his active recovery. He's gonna finish up strong. Get back into the full pull-ups. All right, you got 5 seconds, buddy. Let's make it happen. In 2, 1. Look how strict this form is. No kip at all. Nice high chin over the bar. Really working that back. Great job, man. Down in his pull-ups. Even though he's tired, he's breathing hard. Form still stays perfect. Look how tight his torso is. Perfect form. Good job, buddy. Let's get him. Good job at home. Keep it going. We're almost home, guys. Good job. Nice work, buddy. Man. Good job, Mike. All right, 20 seconds. We're almost done. Hang in there. Let's make these last sets really count. Keep that form tight. If you've been scaling your rep count, let's try to take that rep count up a little bit. Remember, we only got a few left, so let's make them count. All right, in 3, 2, 1. These are gonna burn. All right, good work. 15 squats. Nice and quick. Keep it tight. Good job. Okay. Pacing is really good. Back to 20 seconds. We got 2 left. Let's make these count, guys. Really, use your good form, strict form. Up your rep count a little bit if you can. Make these last couple count. We're almost done. Got 5 seconds. Whew, and 3. All right, guys. Almost through. I know you guys are hurting at home. We're so close. Have a chance to take a break, drink some water. Just a minute. Keep it going. Last 5. All right, guys. One more minute. Got about 15 seconds. Doing great. Last one, buddy. In 5. Come on, Jeremy. All right, guys. Great job. The more you do this workout, the better you're going to get, the faster you're going to get, and the more ripped you're going to get. Nice work. There's another one in the books. Thanks for being here with us today. Thanks, guys. Nice work. We'll see you next time.